It's been a while. It's been a long while. I'm still want to make a connection with my viewers that haven't seen or heard from me in a while. I still um, having issues with my stroke. It's been a little over a year. I'm still having issues breathing. I still have aphasia. I will probably always will have aphasia. Because again, that part of my brain, the it bursted the blood vessels, and it was more than likely due to Adderall, or like 99%. Um, but yeah, along with my stroke, I still have issues sleeping. I have to take 1 to 2 sleeping meds from a doctor to sleep, and then I'm still on pain medication, which I've been on for way over 10 years, like I'm thinking like 15, 16 years. Um, so I kind of have to take the medication um, because my body is accustomed to that pain medication. Um, I still have Luigi, which is my dog, and she sheds a lot of hair. Um, so that's a little bit of a I can't think of the word because of my brain, but it's a little bit stressful. Um, but I'm also the doctors have had me on different types of medications, and right now I'm on Prozac low milligram, and they just upped it. But I kind of upped it myself because it's a low dose anyway. And then I'm also on Wellbutrin, which is supposed to help with my I have to think for a minute. That's part of my mind. I had to pause because I can't think of the word. I have to pause it again now. Motivation. I have pretty much zero to no motivation. What my body and my mind and just my whole being wants to do is just lay in bed and sleep like 90% of the time. But I can't do that because I can't sleep well. Um, Before I had the stroke, I could sleep well. After the stroke, now I take meds. But so the other medications, so I'm on Prozac. That's supposed to help with depression, and it's not really started. If it did, it's very little. And then the other medication, which I keep forgetting, works on the other two synapses of the brain that's supposed to help motivation. But taking that medication for me causes anxiety, but uh, I'm slowly taking it with the Prozac. So anyway, make a long story short, I still haven't went on a decent vacation in a very long time, and my significant other, he has a job that he can just quit working when he wants and just leaves for days, weeks, months, just let his people know, and that's not a problem at all. So I have all this in front of me, um, and financially I could afford it as well, and then I also have credit cards just in case. Um, but the stroke just really changed me so dramatically and drastically. Um, it's hard for me. It's embarrassing, but it's hard for me to bathe. Um, it's hard for me to get in the car and drive. If I do get in the car and drive, um, I have to really concentrate on what I'm doing. Um, and I'm not scared per se that I'm gonna have an accident, but just like now, it's like my brain just stops, and I don't, and I have to like start checking everything to make sure, because I'll forget. Like if I ask somebody something like within just a couple moments, seconds, multiple seconds, or maybe a whole minute, 2 minutes, I'll ask the person like, "Can you repeat yourself?" So my short-term memory is downhill. I really truly wish I would have never ever had this stroke, but of course I didn't know. Um, I still think that the physician should have told me that I had a high chance of having a stroke, because they show that I already had um, blood pressure. So, but taking something on a legal course might not help me, and you know, I'm just a small person trying to fight. Well, in this case, it would be a big company, slash hospital. Um, but yeah, I would, I probably will try to do food videos, but right now my mind is still not working right. Um, I would not put this like I would not want anyone to experience. Um, but my past, I've had a lot of losses, a lot of losses. Um, I wouldn't just the things that I've been through in my life. For the longest time, I wanted to write a book, um, but I can barely read. I can only read a very little, like dog, cat, jump over the fence, and it's embarrassing because even the word fence, I might have to stare at it for a while. Um, because again, the um, the stroke, I have something called aphasia, and I'm grateful that I'm actually really really strong. Well, I've always been grateful. Um, it's just like I feel that my life. I'm not saying my life is over, but traveling, I can only hope, you know. Um, I did travel with my significant other about almost an hour away, and I had some good moments, and then I had some moments where I I, I really wanted to just go home slash go to bed slash just go home, and my degenerative disc in my neck, it's coming back like it used to be when I first got on pain medication, where I would literally, it would get so bad that I would just, tears would just roll down. And not like, boo hoo hoo, I'm crying. No, just, it would just, tears would just roll down. Um, that's come back for the past, like, I want to say 4 days. And so I'm using an old mattress that, like instead of it being straight, it's like it's bowed. That's the word, bowed. Um, which is not good for my back, but for some strange reason helps my neck pain. And of course, I have to use like ultra thin pillows. Um, you know, I want and deserve to be better, get better. I deserve some happiness, but that is so hard when you have existing depression, OCD, and anxiety, and of it have a stroke. And for people that don't know, the stroke alone, if you don't have OCD, depression, anxiety at all, and then you have a stroke, you have extreme high chances of getting like depression, anxiety, OCD, especially depression. So I already had those. So the stroke just made it higher. The strange thing is when I came out of the hospital, my anxiety was like it pretty much disappeared. It was really strange. Um, there's certain things that would 100% give me anxiety and just wasn't there. But then as my memory started to, my brain started to heal, the anxiety came back. Go figure. So that was strange, to have anxiety and then have a stroke and anxiety just goes away. Uh, and now it's back to where it normally is. And it's